Monday, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. I always like from Eric Thomas, the hip hop teacher. It was ET. I like that one. How was the weekend? Anything exciting going on for you? Anything happening? Mine was pretty mellow. Let's see. Finished my training session on Saturday. Didn't do too much. Sunday was supposed to be out of town with family, although I got changed for the third time. And at least I was actually home. I got a friend called me up and asked me if I could help her out with something. So I was able to get some muscles. I took it as a rest day and it working my muscles a little bit there. And I got to commute on the motorcycle to get to where I needed to go. So I got to be in the back. So a good one. So here we are on Monday. Nice way to start off the week. How the only way you're going to start off the regular week. And today's topic. Well, by the way, if you're new here, my name is David, and I talk about improving your health, wellness, and fitness by working on your body, mind, and spirit, balancing the triad. For those that are 50 and older, realize that it's not too late. You don't have to be overwhelmed of what's going on. You can get yourself to be balanced and actually living life. So this came up for myself even between yesterday, past couple of days, but anyways, is consistency important for health and wellness? Now, you're going to have those that are consistent with their health and they're consistent in their consistency to work on their health, wellness, and fitness and improve it. And those that are inconsistent with their consistency to work on their health, wellness, and fitness. And I think you know who gets better results. And the way to kind of think about this is popcorn. You're going, what the heck are you talking about? I see in this analogy, Brian Carruthers did this at a GoPro network marketing event. GoPro Recruiting Mastery in Vegas. Prop he had on stage was an old school microwave, the one with the dial on there. Took a bag of microwave popcorn, put it in there, turned the dial for about 2 seconds, 2 seconds, opened the door, pulled out the popcorn, closed, didn't look at it, closed the door, turned the dial, 2 seconds, opened back up, look at it, and he did that 3 or 4 times. And Ray goes, this is kind of like what your network marketing career is. And it carries over to health as well. If you start, stop, it's not necessarily going to do a whole lot to improve your health. So say last week you went for a nice walk. Okay. What else did you do? Are you going to do anything this week? Going for one single walk. Hey, it's absolutely better than nothing. Yes, it is. But yet it's not going to do a whole lot to improve your health, wellness, and fitness. What else did you do? What else is going on? And it's a conglomerate game here. It's kind of everything's got to be intertwined. Hoping that the right terminology I'm using. It's not just doing one thing because you, especially as we get older, it happens when you're younger, but more so as we get older. You cannot out-train poor nutrition. I'm not going to call it diet because it's better than that. It's nutrition. So if you're eating really crappy and barely doing the exercise, it's not going to balance out very well. Same thing with your mind. You got to make sure to work your mind. But it's consistency, whatever it is for you. Long as, say, if you're doing at least something every day, can you go through, say, walking? Can you do at least 10 minutes of walking each day? 10 minutes of walking every day is better than doing 4 or 5 miles once a week. Dang, I haven't had that coughing like that in quite a while. But it's that consistency of doing something. Same thing with, you might not have a chance to full meditation, but can you sit there for at least a couple minutes and take some nice, deep breaths? That's a place to start. Can you make sure you might not, you might be able to get short videos here and there and say YouTube to get some information. You might not have a full hour to read a full chapter of a book, but yet you can read, say, 3 pages in the morning, 3 pages in the possibly afternoon, maybe 4 pages a night, 10 pages a day. In a month, you got a 300-page book you read. It's staying consistent, doing something that's going to improve you. The start and stop isn't going to do very much for you. Now, this came up for me. I mentioned it briefly in one of the other videos. One of my training programs I'm in has an exercise we go through do. And it kind of goes through with the journal over here, writes up in the journal, you kind of review it every day. And I got started with it. Matter of fact, what they have us do is I got a timer set for 45 minutes. So every 45 minutes, the idea is to go through and read that entry in the journal. Or at least sometimes I'm in a spot I can just take there and visualize it. I did this great one day last week, and then I think I got up a little late and then didn't get into it, didn't do it all day long, hardly did it all. did it the next day, and then got off track again and didn't do it again. It's like, and even today, this morning, I got going late. I wasn't gonna do it, but before I even stopped in the video, I took a moment to read through to get going, and I set my timer on the watch. Inconsistent, and I noticed the difference of how I feel, what's going through my mind when I do it versus when I don't. It's being that consistency. You got to stay something. You got to stick with it to make sure it's going to work. Just like you've heard, habits. You cannot get rid of a bad habit. You have to replace it with one. And depending on your source, it may take anywhere from 21 to 30 to 60, 90 days to replace a habit. It's got to be consistent. A lot of times is if you skip a day or two, you got to start all over because you just reset the game. Basically, you got to start over again and stay consistent with it. That's how you can improve your health, wellness, and fitness, is to stay consistent doing the positive things that are going to move you forward. Now, slight difference to that, you're staying real good, you're eating real healthy now, is one day here and there where you just eat crap, you blow it off, is that going to affect you? No, because you're consistently doing everything right. You're consistently doing everything right to prove yourself right. That didn't quite come out. You're doing everything you need to. If you're exercising right, you're eating healthy, that's going to overpower everything. By having one day, like the holidays are coming up before too long, one day or two here and there isn't going to do that much to you, as long as you're consistent doing the right things. All right. Hopefully that made sense there. So as you get going with this Monday, as we got I did a, let's see if I can find it real quick. My social media yesterday. It was a great way to start. This was a quote from Mike Gillette. Give me a moment for it up. I would have here not stalling on time. Come on, we can do it. Live streaming video software, computer gets to be a little slower. And come on. There. I apologize. Yeah, just come on. Page is taking a little here to load up. Maria, you gotta be kidding me. The page doesn't want to load up. See if I can do it fast on the phone. But it's it's imperfectly here. Yeah, let me just do it here on the phone. What you really want, then ask yourself if you're actually doing the necessary to attain it. Consistently fits directly in with that. Are you consistently doing what you need to attain it? All right. If you're not, in the description, you'll find a link to my free Facebook group. We got some training there to start the thought process going and give you ideas of what you can do. 10 minutes of walking, 5 minutes of quiet time throughout the day. There's ways to get you started on that. So sorry about that a little longer just because I was waiting for that to load up. But have yourself a wonderful Monday. Have yourself a wonderful start to the week. And it's the first week of the new month of October. So get started, make it a good one. And it's actually start the last quarter of the year. So a lot of starts today. So have a good one and make most of it. All right. We will catch you on Wednesday. And today was supposed to be the people working the house, but it's supposed to be your Wednesday. So I don't know what's going to happen on the timing of the video. So, all right. We'll catch you then. Bye-bye. And